Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse and I'm here with part 2 of my massive scrapbook.com haul. I will link part 1 here so you can take a look. In that video I featured scrapbook.com exclusives, a few of their tools, some of their new die sets, Altenew, honeybee stamp and pretty pink posh plus waffle flower. Alright, now in this video I'm going to go with some brands, but I didn't get a lot of things, maybe just one item. And then I'm going to go into international brands, mostly dies. And then I'll do part 3, which will be cardstock papers, and I'll show you a lot of my freebies in that video. Also, crafters, don't forget to apply this code to your cart to get a discount. You'll get 6% off site-wide with the code SPRING. If you spend $100 or more, then you'll get 10% off site-wide with the same code SPRING. So add that code along with the already reduced prices at scrapbook.com. You are a happy crafter. Yay! 2 thumbs up for great deals. Don't forget to add those freebies too. All right, let's get started. First up, crafters, Tim Holtz. I did get this cutie patootie, which is called Vault Bunny and Chick. So I guess this was a previously released item that came back. And I think I watched a video by Tim where he said this is a little bit bigger. 17 dies and you can piece together this cute bunny with glasses and the little chick and the banner and the flower and the little egg. So cute. Yes, Tim got me. There's a whole big collection, but I just got that. Then I did get this, which I was so surprised. I knew it was the tiny blending tool, but I did not know it was super tiny. So let me give you a measurement on the blending tool. You're looking at 1 3/4 inch tall. I've had this for a while. I haven't even opened it up yet. It's so small, but it's like a little baby. So the little baby with a little dome foam, you go like this to, I guess, create more intense color or a small spot. This is cute. So it could work very well with this. But you know, when it comes to inking on die cuts, actually, I'm using my Waffle Flower Shader 1 brush. Yeah, I will just link that below so you can take a look. And I will link my shader video here then so you can take a look at that, because Waffle Flower had sent me a sampler pack of it. In that sample pack, I had only one Shader 1 Plus brush. And from that one brush, I have bought around 6 sets of it. It comes 5 in a pack. Coming back to this, I don't know if I'll really use this because I really love my Shader 1 Plus and this might be more work for me. But I had thought it was smaller, but maybe not this small. I haven't used this, so let me not completely knock it. But it's not something like, oh yes, I'm going to reach for it right now. If I have something I'm doing, I'm going to go with the Shader 1 Plus. Then I did get this, which I was so happy to get because I do like Distress ink. I have Distress Oxide, but I really do like their Distress ink, and I like their ink cubes because when I go out of town or I'm doing something where I need it real quick, I like to keep these in the little Tim Holtz tin and just pull them out. Or sometimes I'll use the Tailored Expressions Simple Storage Box. I'll link that below too as other craft supply. In this 4-pack, Uncharted Mariner, Lumberjack Plaid, Lost Shadow, and then the new color Scorched Timber. I also bought this in Distress Oxide and the full size of the Distress ink because I just like to have the full size as well. But this is nice that they gave these last colors, and I believe this is Tim's last color, so he says. I was like, really? That's it? I did pick up this little bit of ephemera. This is from Bella Boulevard. It looks like Doodlebug, and I was curious to see what it's like. I think it's super cute for Easter. This one is called Flower Garden. Little puffy 3D kind of looking like Doodlebug with the colors and everything, right? So that's cute. Then I got Pink and Main. This one is called Spring Mugs. I saw an example of, I believe it was this and this colored up. That's cute too. You know, blow my budget. So I did not get the matching die. I know. Normally I would. Told myself I can cut around it. Spring mugs. I could only do one, so I did the stamp. So this is high quality photopolymer stamps. Java Great Spring. Oh, have a great spring. Java Great Spring. May your cup overflow with joy. So super cute. So you get these 4 images. 2 inch tall by 1 3/4 roughly. I did get this, and the only reason I got this because I would have preferred this actually in a rubber stamp. The detail I'm crossing fingers that this stamps out well. This is by Gina K. It's a 6x6 stamp. It's called Music Medley, but I got it because I liked the musical notes. Weighed it out and said, okay, let me go get it. Then it sold out. It's now back in stock at scrapbook.com, and I did order one just to see. It does have a higher price point. I believe this is $18, but scrapbook.com did have the additional discount, so I said, okay, let me try it. So I'm hoping it stamps well because this is a whole lot of fine detail. This would be perfect though in rubber. I'll see how it proves itself. But there are different styles of it too. I believe like a burlap and a woven sweater. But I wanted to only get one and just see how it goes. And I did watch a video by Gina K where she did say that this stamps very well. All right, Gina, I'm going to test it out and see. This one is by Paper Tray Ink and it's called Into the Blooms Daisies. I love that scrapbook.com does carry Paper Tray Ink. The only thing I don't like about Paper Tray Ink, let me see. This is not an inexpensive die set, but sometimes their dies, look at that, are so, well, it does feel a little bit stronger. There was a gingerbread die set I bought. I could have just bent up everything like this. It was so thin, but maybe somebody complained because now I'm feeling a little bit more quality. Because if you're going to charge high prices for this, 20 something, 30 something, $40 for this, the quality should be there in the die. This feels a little different than what I bought in the past. And because of that, I wouldn't get certain things because I was like, you know, these dies are just so flimsy. But the die feels a little better. So maybe they upped their adding more metal to it. Thank you, Paper Tray Ink. What I liked about this, and ask me how many floral dies I have. Ask me how many Spellbinders floral dies I have. Many. But I liked right here, that cone flower look. Anytime I see this flower going this way with the top, it's like, yeah, add to cart. Right there, that piece. These two. Just so cute. So I'm giving it one more chance with them because I was not liking their price point was high and then the die quality wasn't there. But this feels a little better to me. Yay, Paper Tray Ink for stepping up the quality of your dies. I did show this in a recent video. I did a St. Patrick's Day Steals and Deals video. There will be a Easter one, I'm pretty sure, because a few companies did not participate in the St. Patty's. I think they're saving their big sale for Easter. So expect to see a Steals and Deals Easter video from me. This is something that I purchased and I believe this was from Altenew, but scrapbook.com should have it soon. This is the lovely floral hat. I just love this so much. It is so pretty. Hard sellout. If I do find some place, I'll link it below. Look at the hat. Oh, this is a big hat. Perfect for Mother's Day. 4.5 inch by, let's say 2 1/4 inch tall. Stitch detail, it layers up with that keyhole design. Here's some flowers, but it was the whole, that is what got me, the picture. And I believe I saw Jennifer McGuire's video on this, and once I saw that, I was like, okay, add to cart. This is really pretty. Lovely floral hat. This would be nice too for your vacation. Because of this sizing, you could use this for scrapbooking too, mini album making. This would be great on the cover of a mini album or in your junk journal. Love this. So this one can extend beyond cards. In the previous video, I showed you these two better press plates from Altenew. This is rustic burlap and wood. These two would work very well with the hat too. So love. And I think there are examples of that. This is something that I picked up because of the Adorn It recipe stamps. I will link my recent Adorn It video here so you can take a look. There are just so many fabulous stamps designed by Diana Markham, available only at Adorn It. So I got this to work into my recipe stamps because this was just so cute. Let me see if there's a picture. Yeah, there's a picture. This is by Picket Fence Studios and is called Scene Building Cookie Making Die Set. Look at all the different cookies and a tray. Yes, I have a tray, but nothing wrong with getting another tray. 5 1/4 inch tall by 3.5 inch wide. I loved the little piping bag and the different cookies. Price point wasn't terrible. You can use these as little labels too outside of this set. It just got me with all of this, and the price point, like I said, wasn't so bad. So I really liked this and I thought it would work well with recipe stamps or beyond. Up next, this is new by Elizabeth Craft Designs. There is a whole thing with this little sloth, a little lizard, chameleon. I don't like lizards, so I don't pay too much attention to them. But if you love a good lizard, go ahead. It's cute, but not me. Can't do frogs, can't do lizards. This one is called Teddy the Toucan. Isn't this cute? It was simple enough. Yeah, the pieces are pretty straightforward. I'd have to assemble it to tell you how big it is, but this is so cute. I think this would be great. Again, you could even work this, create a whole scene. Scrapbooking, these two for sure, because this is a bigger size, so is this. So these two together, happy, happy. Then bring in some of these flowers too. Or some of your Spellbinders flowers. That'd be really nice. Up next, crafters, I'm going to go into what I'm calling the international dies. Only one of them is made in Canada, but the rest of them are like the UK, Australia. One of them is from Italy. So just companies abroad, okay? Usually you'll pay a higher price tag for it. So because scrapbook.com does carry it, sometimes they'll have it on sale. Then they'll add the additional discount. They've been running a lot of discounts lately too. So I've been enjoying them. I'm not going to lie. One of the freebies with one of my recent orders is this scallop flower from scrapbook.com. This might still be there as a freebie now. The first one is Creative Expressions. This is out of the UK. I saw this, yes, again, for my recipe stamp. It's so cute. Rustic Homestead Kitchen Shelf Accessories. There are 3 sets to this. There's like a one with the shelf and a cooking pot. Didn't get that, just got this one. I liked the flower scale, the little chicken, and all these little bits and the little bag. Yes, these are small sizes though, you see? So let's do the scale. Under 1 1/4 inch tall by 7/8 of an inch wide. So you're looking at really inch. So this is a smaller set. So this would be perfect for card making. You could do a little scene with it. I think it's so cute. There's a little chicken. I wanted to see what it was. I saw this and I was curious by it. So it's not terribly big, but still nice. This was a freebie from scrapbook.com. And it's called the Tag Trio. So this is not a new freebie, but a more recent freebie. I was like, they're giving away a tag? Wow. 3 3/4 of an inch tall by 2 1/2 inch wide. This is woodware, which is also still part of Creative Expressions out of the UK. I guess I had looked around a little bit just to see if there was something else to go with this. I recently found this, which I was like, oh, this is really nice. My plan is to use these vintage tags with my recipe stamps. So this is called Vintage Labels Craft Die. You get 11 dies. They're not terribly big, but these are nice labels for that look. 2 1/2 inch wide for that outer bracket label. And this is 1 5/8. This little one, 2 1/8 tall, 1 1/4 inch wide. And then it has all these layering bits to it. When I saw this, I then saw this suggested and I thought, well, that's fun because now I can stamp anything in here. This one is called Old Labels. So see, made in the UK. There are sentiments in here. There's this little bit, may or may not use it, but this is what I was really going for because this matches back to this. Isn't that nice? So I could stamp this and then cut it out with that coordinating die, all of these shapes. Then when I had put this in my cart, I saw this come up suggested. I love when scrapbook.com suggests things because sometimes you'll find new products that way. You're like, oh, and check out scrapbook.com's clearance because they've been adding lots of goodies to their clearance too. And if they have an additional sale, yay. So this is nice. This one is called Christmas Old Labels. May your Christmas be merry and bright. Be holly jolly, and these two did not have a bad price point. I believe these are like $8 and some cents each. Not bad. And this wasn't bad either. So I said, let me get this before it's gone. So I can put this down for the holidays and then use this all year round for anything with these label dies. I think this is super cute. Next, Paper Rose. Freebie, not freebie. So Paper Rose is designed in Australia. Amy etched flower metal die, 2 inches for the flower. Then there was this. I had this in my cart for a long time. Texture 2 metal die, 4 3/4 of an inch tall, 2 1/2 inch wide. There is a lot of these texture ones. There's like a texture 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a few of them. I think if I put a link for this, the others will appear if you scroll down a little bit more, if you like something like this. I like this look. And I like that it's not the whole thing and I could snip pieces. Fun. Mixed media-ish style, but not full mixed media. That's what I like. Next, Lisa Horton. I do have a few of her dies. She gets pricey. So this is the Nested Stitched Torn Squares. This, I believe, is in the UK as well. Now, when it comes to these UK cards or European cards, they go much larger than we do. So that's why it comes out to this. But this doesn't really bother me because I'm using a lot of my recipe stamps for a recipe mini album. Here I'm at 5 3/8 of an inch for this square. Wonky edge, but not terribly wonky, not too deckled. And then the stitch detail. This looks cute. 11 dies. So it comes all the way in. This looks like it's 1 by 1. 1 1/4 it looks like for the smallest one. She's the only one that I have to really like something and then I'm like, okay. She gets a little pricey, Delisa Horton. But I do have a few of her dies. I don't have a lot. She'll do things like this and I'm like, okay. This is a Canadian company. I think scrapbook.com is going to discontinue them. So this was in the clearance and in my cart for a while. It's called Pigment Craft and this is the Tags Frames Modern Dash. So you get a tag. This is the frame and the little dash detail, like under 5 1/4 by 4 inch. So I like that it gives a nice detail from the example. So I will be linking everything I'm showing you, detailed and linked below, okay? This one, cute. Next, this is from Italy, and this is called Moda Scrap. Let's talk about the kitchen first. So I have recipe stamps again. I liked this because of the jug, the scissors, some of the little bits in here that I don't have, and I thought it was really cute. So this has just a little bit of a bigger sizing than this. And look at the little cupboard and the little scissors. It's called the kitchen set, just for the height at least. 1 3/4 inch by 5/8. So you're in that range, and the jug look like it'll be bigger. I don't want to open it up. Okay, let me open it up. Okay, crafters. So the jug, that looks pretty big. Under 1 3/4 inch tall by 1 1/2. Okay, these nice little elements that I think are super cute. These two did not have a high price point, so that's why I probably went for both of them. Sometimes if I can get a good deal, I'm like, back in my Tuesday morning frame of mind. Up next, these cutie patooties. I saw all 3 of these at scrapbook.com. I was like, oh yes, must add to cart, and not a bad price point. These will work with the recipe stamps as well. This is framed circles. 5 inches. My sinus is going, so obviously I'm having a hard time today. You know, I thought this was a cut line, but it's not. It's an embossed edge inside. So I thought I was just getting these little frames, but I'm not. I'm getting a full circle, which is exactly what I wanted. Yes, this might be a little bit of a pain in terms of popping it out. I would just run this through my Platinum 6. It'll take all those pieces out, or just poke them out, but super cute. So you get 4 circles, 5 inches on that. Then there is framed squares. Love the framed squares, 5 inches as well. Then framed rectangles. Okay, crafters, let's do a measurement on this rectangle. Oh, it is an A2, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I guess the folks in Italy, they make this for an A2. That's fabulous. So these are fun. I think these are great. I love the detail. Okay, crafters, I think that's it. In the next video, it will be pattern paper, cardstock, more of my freebies from scrapbook.com, because I have a lot of freebies. They've been like bundling freebies lately and I love it. Don't forget, every time you go there, make sure you add every single freebie to your cart. Until the next video, everything will be detailed, linked below. Thanks so much for watching part 2. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I linked it in the beginning and I'll also put it at the end of this video so you can take a look at all the goodies there. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.